Welcome to my channel Future Bright English Learning. Today I shall discuss a beautiful sonnet written by William Shakespeare. Sonnet 18, or Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day. In sonnets, generally no title is given. Either serial number of the sonnet or the first line of the sonnet is taken as the title of the poem. William Shakespeare has written total 154 sonnets and its serial number is 18. That's why sometimes we take the title as Sonnet 18 or Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day. It is the first line of the sonnet. So sometimes the first line is also taken as the title of the sonnet. So as title, we can say either Sonnet 18 or we can say Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day. William Shakespeare was popularly known as famous playwright, but he is also very famous for his sonnet writing. He has total written 154 sonnets and its serial number is Sonnet 18. Surely I shall discuss the poem, but before starting the poem, I should say a little bit about sonnet. Sonnet, the word, the term has come from the Italian sonetto, which means little song or sound. William Shakespeare's 154 sonnets have been classified into three sections. The critics have classified all these sonnets from 1 to 54 sonnets. They have classified into three groups. One is double-H sonnets, next is dark lady sonnets, and the last one is Greek sonnets. So why double-H sonnets? Because from 1 to 126 sonnets were written by addressing his young handsome friend William Herbert. That's why, as per his name, the sonnets are known as double-H sonnets. And from 127 to 152, these sonnets are written by addressing a dark lady, though it is not clear who was the dark lady, but these sonnets are known as dark lady sonnets. And last two sonnets are different from all these sonnets. These two sonnets are 153 and 154. These sonnets are written by addressing the Roman love god Cupid. That's why these sonnets, two sonnets, are known as Greek sonnets. Now, all about the sonnet I have already discussed. So there are two types of sonnets. Again, there are two types of sonnets. One is Petrarchan sonnet, another is Shakespearean sonnet. So what is the difference between Petrarchan sonnet or Shakespearean sonnet? Though Petrarchan sonnet is known as also Italian sonnets, and also Shakespearean sonnets are known as English sonnets. So what is the difference between these two? In Petrarchan sonnet, we get two halves, we get two stanzas. In the first stanza, we get 8 lines, which are known as octave, O-C-T-A-V-E, and in the second stanza, in the second half, we get 6 lines, and these 6 lines are known as sestet. So in Petrarchan sonnet, there are two stanzas. First stanza is known as octave and the second stanza is known as sestet. But in Shakespearean sonnet, we get 3 quatrains, 4 lines each, and at the end we get one concluding rhymed couplet. So in Shakespearean sonnet, there are three stanzas, 4 lines each, and each stanza is known as a quatrain. So there are three quatrains and one concluding couplet. So this is the difference between Petrarchan sonnet and Shakespearean sonnet. And if we also see the difference of a rhyme scheme, in Shakespearean rhyme scheme is AB AB, CD CD, EF EF, and GG. These 2 lines are concluding couplet. But in Petrarchan sonnet, the rhyme scheme is ABBA, ABBA, CDE, CDE. So this is the difference of rhyme scheme between Petrarchan or Shakespearean sonnet. So today I am going to discuss now shall I compare thee to a summer's day. The poet starts with a question to convince the readers that he will not be able to compare the beauty of his young handsome friend to the beauty of a summer's day. Though he has compared, but in the very beginning he has expressed his inability to compare his friend's beauty with the beauty of summer's day, with the summer season. Because the poet thinks that his friend is more handsome, more temperate than the beauty of summer's day. Actually, summer is very pleasant season in England. So they enjoy the summer. But William Shakespeare, he has compared the beauty of his friend with the beauty of summer's day. Though in the beginning he has started his poem with an interrogation mark. It is a rhetorical question, and this rhetorical question, through this rhetorical question, actually he wants to indicate negation. That means he will not compare the beauty of his young handsome friend to the beauty of his summer's day. Why he will not compare? Why he has given question mark? Because he has shown many faults of summer. Though summer is very beautiful season, pleasant season to England and to all the English persons. And in this poem, that's why the poet is unable to compare the beauty of his friend with the beauty of summer's day. So now I am starting the poem. The first line is again, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Question mark has been given. And through this question mark, the poet wants to say that I shall not be able to compare, my dear friend, yours beauty with the beauty of summer's day. Why I shall not compare? Why shall not I compare? Because thou art more lovely and more temperate. The poet has said, my friend's beauty, thou art means you are more lovely and more temperate. Temperate means moderate. So I will not be compare my friend's beauty with the beauty of summer's day because my friend is more lovely and more temperate than the beauty of summer's day. And after this 2 lines, why he will not compare the beauty of his friend to the beauty of summer's day? He has given some reasons why he cannot be compared, why he is beyond comparison. He has given some reasons. What are the reasons? In the 3rd line, he has said that rough winds do shake the darling birds of May. It is the fault of the summer. What summer does with its heavy blow up wind, heavy gust of wind, it shakes the darling birds of May. Means the birds which are yet to bloom, they are all destroyed by the rough winds of summer. That's why it is really destructive mood of the summer. So I shall not compare, my dear friend, yours beauty with the beauty of summer, because it destroys immature flowers which are which were waiting to bloom. But the rough winds, storm comes, and it destroys all the beautiful birds, all the darling birds. Darling means dear, dear birds of May. And again, he has given another reason. And summer's leaves had all to sorted it. I shall not again compare your beauty, my dear friend, with the beauty of summer, because summer's leaves had all to sorted it means the duration of summer is very brief. It remains very short time. It is very short lived. Sometimes too hot, the eye of heaven shines. In the second quatrain, the poet has said that sometimes too hot, the eye of heaven shines. If we read in this way, sometimes the eye of heaven shines too hot. The eye of heaven means the sun. So, what does the sun do? Actually, the sun sometimes it gives too hot. The temperature sometimes becomes very hot, and open is his golden complexion dimmed. And sometimes his golden complexion means golden color of the sun rays, and it is dimmed. That means it loses its brightness by the patches of cloud, because when the sun is covered by the patches of cloud, it becomes very calm and quiet. It can't give the huge temperature, huge light to everyone. That's why I shall not be able to compare, my friend, yours beauty with the beauty of summer's day, because it is very short lived, and it gives light for some time. It doesn't remain for all the time. And every fair from fair sometime declines. Every fair from fair means every beautiful objects, every beautiful things sometimes declines. That means all the beautiful things of this world surely will be destroyed one day. All the things are mortal in this world. How they are declined? How all the beautiful things are declined? The beautiful things are declined by chance or nature changing course untrimmed. That means the beauty of everything, all the beautiful things of the world are destroyed, are damaged by chance suddenly, or by the or for the continuous process of time, because time takes away everything. When time comes, time actually swallows us by its cruel teeth. That's why the beauty, all the beautiful things of this world, they lose their beauty suddenly or by the uncut process of time. And in the third stanza, the poet has said, "But thy eternal summer shall not fade." Everything will be faded away. Everything will be declined. But thy eternal summer, thy means yours. But your eternal summer means your evergreen beauty. But your evergreen beauty shall not fade. Everything will be faded away. But my dear friends, evergreen beauty will remain immortal and fresh, nor lose possession of that where thou wast. The beauty which you have, my dear friend, you will never lose your beauty. No, nor shall death brag, thou wanderest in his sight. Again he has said, in this mortal world, in this mortal world, we all will die one day. Every beautiful things of this world surely will be destroyed one day because they are all subject to decay. But my friend's beauty is eternal. His eternal beauty, his eternal beauty will never be faded away. And the beauty which my friend has, he will not lose that beauty, nor shall death brag, thou wanderest in his sight. Death surely will come to everyone. We can't avoid death. So death will come to everyone. But William Shakespeare has said, death will never be able to touch my friend's beauty. Why? Because the poet has thought that I will make my friend's beauty, I will make my friend immortal. How? He will make immortal his friend? Through poetry, through verse, by creating verses, by creating sonnets, he will make his friend eternal. So that's why he has said, nor shall death break the wanderest in his sight. Death will never be able to touch you. When in eternal lines to time thou growest, I will make you eternal, I will make you immortal by writing poems, by writing sonnets. And when in eternal lines to time thou growest, and through these lines, through these immortal lines, through this immortal sonnet and verse, I will make you eternal. You will remain forever and ever. And in concluding couplet, he has said, so long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. That means, if people remains, if all the persons remain in this world, and if they can see, so my sonnet also will remain here. And if the people live, if the people remain, so surely they will read my sonnet, and this sonnet will give you life, will give you permanent life. So the main theme of the sonnet is, everything will be destroyed, but my dear friend's beauty will never be faded away, because the poet has made his friend beauty immortal by writing poetry. So it is the poem about Sonnet 18. At the end, I will say that it is my first video. I will make many more videos to help you, but also I need your support and help. So please subscribe my channel to get all the information about the literature, about the poem, about everything. Thank you all. Thank you very much.